All right, we're talking about Terrell throwing a football. So Terrell throws the football 2 kilograms, or 2.2 kilograms rather. It's going to knock off the vase that's 0.8 kilograms, okay? And it's going to bounce back with a velocity. And this one's going to have a velocity as well. So let's think about what's going on. Let's draw a picture. So here is the football. Here is the vase. The vase is sitting still. After the fact, the football is going to be going this direction. The vase is going to be going that direction. Okay? So we know masses. The velocity here, the 3.9 meters per second, is this velocity. Okay? And the velocity here was 2.6 meters per second. Now, what's important is, as always, with momentum, the most common mistake is not assigning a negative for anything going in the opposite direction. This time, and I've changed, and you can be consistent throughout the worksheet. You don't have to be, but you do have to be consistent throughout the problem. So if I say this 3.9 is going, that's going to be my negative. I'm going to make 3.9 negative. Okay, so that means anything going to the left in this problem will be negative. So let's start assigning things, shall we? The football will be M1, and that is 0.2 kilograms. The vase is M2, and that is 0.8 kilograms. All right, what else do we have? M or V1, velocity of that football is what we're looking for, so that's our question mark. All right. The vase's velocity is going to be sitting still at first, right? Right here, it's sitting still. So that V2 is 0. All right. What else do we have? V1 primed is going to be negative 3.9 meters per second. And V2 primed is going to be 2.6 meters per second. So this is separate before, separate afterwards. That means it is elastic. Okay, elastic is like an elastic band is like a rubber band. Rubber bounces. Elastic collisions bounce off each other. They're separate before, separate afterwards. So we write our equation: M1 V1 plus M2 V2 is equal to M1 V1 primed plus M2 V2 primed. Okay, let's cross out my zeros. That is 0, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. So we are going to have our M1 V1 is equal to M1 V1 primed plus M2 V2 primed. Okay, I'm going to do something a little different in this one. In this case, I want to do my algebra with numbers first. Okay, so let's do a little practice with that. I am going to divide both sides by M1. All right, so that goes away. So my velocity of the football is going to be M1 V1 primed plus M2 V2 primed divided by M1. And why am I doing the letters first? To be honest, I make mistakes if I do the algebra as I go along with numbers. I can catch my mistakes better when I follow letters. All right, so M1, let's plug in our numbers now. So we have a 0.2 times our velocity, which was for V1 primed, which was negative 3.9, plus our mass M2 is 0.8 times 2.6 divided by 0.2 again. So we need to just make sure that all the top is in parentheses when we do our math. Okay, so I have parentheses 0.2 times negative 3.9 plus 0.8 times 2.6, close parentheses, divided by 0.2, enter, and we get 6.5 meters per second. Now let's check our signs. I'm getting a positive number. Should this direction be positive? Well, this direction here was negative. This direction here was positive. So going to the right is positive. This should be going to the right as well. So yep, we did it right.